Good morning, good morning. This is Beth. Welcome to 4 by 8 Paper Stuff. I am doing lots of little bits. This is some paper that I made just with a bunch of names that we ran across. These are some little titles that I made on Procreate. For some reason, I can't figure out how to transfer it to fill up a whole page yet, but I use them. I wanted to use them. I couldn't wait to use them. They're probably in the wrong place um, now that I think about it. I have been finger painting and jelly plate painting, and um, we had MI6 versus GI Jane going on at this house. There are 5 kids running through my house, and I'm like, look at all the paint on my hands. That's from jelly printing with the girls, the little girl next door and my granddaughter. My husband was out of town and then came home and then took the day off today. And they're messing with my schedule, people. Messing with my schedule. I'm way behind. Um, I didn't know he was taking the day off. So I just put Killarney National Park, um, Muck Ross Abbey, and Torque Falls. And Torque means pig in Gaelic. I looked it up. I've already forgotten. Anyhow, Um, I'm just, these are some of the jelly plates we made this morning, and I love the fact that they're on that spiral paper that used to be the medical coding book from 2016 for the United States. This book is gigantic. That ought to tell you who runs our country, the insurance companies. Um, and there's the little envelope I made the other day, but it's too big, so I'm having to Frankenstein it a little bit. My journaling that I did, the timeline on all the history, is a little bit too big, but I'm folding it, much to my dismay. I might shrink it and put it back in. I don't know. I'm I'm telling you, I'm misconfuddled. The dog is misconfuddled. I'm misconfuddled. Oh, here comes the dog again. Hello. Hello. Um, I did do my paddle boarding. Do you want back up here? Okay, hold on. All right, so the dog is settled. I've gotten a little bit more settled. Yes, the girls have walkie-talkies and they're chasing the boys, and we call it MI5 and GI Jane because it's the boys against the girls, and they're so stealth they act like they're secret agents, but they're having a grand time. Um, but I got them to sit, or they wanted to paint, and we painted for like an hour, and then poof, they were gone again, and I had an hour and a half to clean up the mess. So yes, it's lots of little bits that I've just added. I felt like I was running out of colors and everything was starting to look alike, and I needed to spice it up a little bit. So I've spiced it up, all right. Maybe a tad too much. I can't go just a little bit. I have to go all the way. I guess that's what the girls are doing too. They're screaming and having a grand time. The doors are locked. My husband tries to come in and he's like, I can't get in the house. I said, oh, MI5 must have locked the doors on MI6, but, or GI Jane locked the doors on MI5. Anyhow, I did go on my paddleboard. The water was really rough this morning. Now, I took a video of it and it barely looks rough. This is still all Killarney National Park, and I'm still adding pictures, and the castle and all of that is all still Killarney. We haven't left Killarney yet. But I felt like today I could just clean it all up and start fresh. So the water was rough. I was afraid I was going to tip over. Now this is craziness, but I have to tell you, I love this page. I am making a collaged fish mural for my front door. It's actually a quilt pattern, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to try to transfer this to paper. So I used some of these papers that I have made lately and cut out all the little fish bodies. Each fish was 3 parts. And these were the scraps, and I couldn't throw them away. And I was going to put them in my Hobonichi. And I was like, you know what? That's a pretty color mishmash of colors. I'm just going to put them as the background for all the words. Kind of like I made my own paper for Ireland. And then I need to cover the back a little bit. So seriously, this is a mishmash of little things. Just kind of putzing in my book still in Ireland, but just in Killarney National Park. So here comes the that doesn't look rough, but that water was moving pretty fast. There's my paddleboard. This is actually on the ramp down to the dock, but uh, I wanted you to see it that it was rough, and I almost tipped over one time, and only because I'm sitting Indian style. I'm not using, but the sunrise this morning, oh, beautiful. I'm sitting Indian style, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm not using the paddleboard correctly. Therefore, I'm unstable. And I'm old and overweight, so therefore I'm even more unstable. So, anyhow, tales from the paddleboard. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Hopefully, a lot less confusion.